Next up on the 2024-2025 CVC Winter Sports Media Day Tour is the Harvey Red Raider Wrestling Program. We've got head coach Jeremy Patty. Coach, thanks for being here. Why don't you start out? Just give us a quick preview. What can we expect out of the Red Raiders on the mat this winter?
Well, this is a couple years back to Harvey here after a little break. So we've been able to grow the numbers of our program, of our wrestlers. We have almost 50 kids if you count the girls and boys together, which is
Wow.
a lot of kids for a small room, but we're really happy with the progress we've made in making wrestling kind of a cool thing to do at Harvey and then getting kids really good in a short amount of time for the relative lack of experience that they have. So we have a lot of 1 and 2 year wrestlers that have been on the team, but they look like they've been there for 3 or 4 or 5 years. So we're really proud of that. The big thing this year that we really like is our leadership. We've got a lot of kids coming back, and you'll meet one of our captains here shortly. But we got really solid leadership this year, and it's been great to see that culture growing, not only just filling the lineup, but getting these athletes to where they can be competitive at a Division I level now this year. So it should be exciting to see what we can accomplish.
Well, the numbers you have, that's pretty darn impressive. And how many of those are girls? Because I know your girls program's been one of the premier programs in the area, just in terms of numbers and getting some girls out.
Yeah, we had a girl, Melanie, a couple years ago, kind of was the trailblazer there, and she was a leader really early on locally. And now Veronica was a freshman when she was kind of when Melanie was junior and senior. Veronica was a freshman, sophomore. So now Veronica's that leader, and she's bringing along a lot of the younger girls. So we have 9 girls on the team right now. So they're doing pretty well. Got a lot of good prospects there.
Yeah, I was really excited to see Melanie became the first John Carroll woman to win a wrestling match. So that was pretty cool. A little
Yes,
Harvey connection.
that was
All right,
exciting.
Coach. Yeah, I'll come back to you, Coach, after I talk to Marvin. Marvin, for the folks at home, just introduce yourself, name, grade, and what weight you plan to wrestle, which I think is
Um,
285.
I'm Marvin. I'm Marvin Guerra, and I'm a junior. And no, I plan wrestling 215 this year.
Oh, you're dropping down after placing
Yeah,
second at the CVC championships at heavyweight. All right.
yeah. And also due to an injury I got last year that sadly cut my season short, and I'm ready to get back after it this year. The opportunity that I missed out on.
Excellent. Aside from the injury, how satisfied were you with your season last year?
I wasn't too satisfied. There were still some things, some tweaks that could definitely get changed and improve. Everything I know what I'm good at, I know what I'm not, and everything can still improve 100%. The things that I'm good at, I want to excel at them. The things that I'm bad at, I want to get good at and then excel. And that's a mindset moving on for this season and the next.
Dropping to 215, what did that do to your style? Any changes there?
It has made me quicker and has made me a little more funkier. And honestly, I gotta say, I gotta like it for sure.
The point changes, takedowns are now going to be worth 3 points this year. For those big guys, that's a big difference. How are you kind of strategizing around that point change?
Around the point, well, score first, score fast, and then boom, just keep piling it up. I have to win the first 10, win the next 10, win the next 10 seconds, and just keep putting the pace and pressure on them.
Absolutely. And then Coach said you're one of those team captains. And just as a junior, what does that mean to you to be named a team captain?
It means a lot to me, and I love motivating the guys to keep pressuring when they turn the corner. They see me, and I'm always doing what I have to. I'm always leading them on. I run the warm ups, and I'm always there to help out in the needs. But I also have to focus on the things I have to work on too. So it's been good.
With that big number of kids in the room, it's got to be pretty busy in there. But who's been impressive to you? Who's caught your eye?
So far the new heavyweight that's probably going to take over Cam. He's been putting in the work in. One of our other persons, Elijah, he's dropping down. He's been getting a lot more aggressive and funkier too. So really excited to see how we do this season.
What are your goals for this season? What are you hoping to accomplish?
Um, Definitely go in the state this year and seeing how far I can go. Even if I was going to the blood round or placing, no matter what, I want to be there and I need to be there at states.
I love that. I need to be there. I like that. I hope that drives your work throughout the season. But good luck to you this winter.
All right, thank you.
All right, Coach, coming back to you. I asked Marvin about some of the guys that impressed him. Who are the wrestlers that have caught your attention with their work ethic and the way they've performed so far?
Well, one of my favorite stories of last year is a guy named Gael. Gael was a 106 pounder that I pulled out of the lunchroom. He was watching some UFC on his phone. I said, "Hey, you like that stuff?" And he ended up coming out for the wrestling team last year, and he worked incredibly hard and made it to districts last year as a 106 pounder. Ended up winning 21 matches for us.
Wow.
He's been working really hard in the offseason. Now he's actually one of our captains just because of his work ethic. And in less than, or just a little over 1 year, he's become a really tough 106 pounder that's going to make some waves, I think. He's been, a great leader, and he just leads by example. He's not a big talker. We have a couple other district qualifiers coming back. We have a guy named Aiden Moreno. He's going to be our 175 this year, so he's also dropping. So he's a really strong, funky, big, tall kid that likes to do lots of pinning moves and not afraid to roll around. And he's been a really great development and a great addition to the team. Juan Munoz is one of our crazy people. He's another one of our captains, but he's been really putting in the work in the off season. He's going to end up going 157 or maybe 150 later on in the year, depending on what happens with his weight. So we're just really excited. I love this sport. It's really rewarding to see kids that are just starting and just discovering the sport and taking the challenge of going up against all these schools that have had kids wrestling since they've been like in second grade. So we really feel like we got to get them caught up quick. And the great thing about it is they're excited about it. Everything's brand new to them, and it really kind of rubs off on me that this is a great experience and a great journey and a great adventure for these kids to try to tackle this sport at any age, really. But starting out in 7th or 8th or 9th grade and having to go against a kid who's been doing it for 10 years, we like that challenge and we look forward to that. The other thing is about me is I'm getting a little older now, but I got some great assistant coaches. One of my assistant coaches is our 9th grade English teacher, Kyle Homerick, and he is awesome at getting kids out and awesome at helping me show moves. And then our other assistant coach is a guy named Alonzo Turner, who's a professional mixed martial artist, and he's, I believe, 6-1 right now, and he's just knocking on the door of the UFC. So if that's not a sales pitch to get kids to come out and try it with that kind of coaching staff, assistant coaching staff, it's pretty awesome to have those young guys around to help me out. And I got my old buddy Tom Amiot as one of the older guys to help me with all these numbers and getting some of these techniques installed. So I'm very fortunate to have a great coaching staff, and couldn't be happier with where I'm at and couldn't be happier with the kind of kids I have at Harvey High School. And we're looking forward to the challenges of this sport and trying out that Division I wrestling. So
yeah, that'll be interesting.
Watch out, right?
There you go. Yeah, Alonzo needs no introduction. I covered him in high school, so watching his career trajectory has been fun. It's been exciting. But, Coach, I appreciate you and Marvin taking some time out of the day to preview the season, and it's great to see the numbers climbing, and especially on the girls' team. Hopefully that continues, and hopefully you can find some success this season.
Yeah, I know it's been a long day for you. We appreciate all your coverage that you do for the CVC, so take a little break after this, buddy.
Will do. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, and good luck this winter.
Thank you. Have a good night.
See you.